Welcome to another episode of Marlee season. This town, Assisi, was the tipping point for Maria and I. This is when we knew we had found our place here in Italy. We made the decision during this trip to buy the house and to be in the larger Umbria area. Come join us on our journey. Travel with us. Our walk into Assisi and up to our apartment starts in the parking area just below the Assisi monastery. Immediately we are struck by the amazing stonework and the gorgeous colors. Maria starts heading up to the left as this is a big climb. About 100 foot up, we stop and Maria gives you the reverse and the stunning views out over the countryside of Umbria. Slowly you see the monastery, and again the stonework is just simply outstanding. There are hotels and restaurants everywhere. People and cars seem to just coexist in harmony in this space. By now, we have walked through one of the gates. If you look straight up, again there are just little stores everywhere, curios for everybody to buy. You're immediately surrounded by restaurants and other places just to take everything in. We have walked into the intersection, letting the car slide by. As we continue up the hill towards our apartment, we realize it's going to be a climb. We pause along the way, stop at one of the hotels. Maria takes an Aperol Spritz and I have a beer. We are watching the sun go down. We haven't reached our apartment, but we are walking so slowly. Sunset slides in, and what starts as a gorgeous town turns into something stunning. This is the sunset as we reach our apartment. Okay, so tonight we are in Assisi. And here's what makes this place so special is we stay of a medieval town. Now, before we go any further, you have got to see the ceilings in the room that we are in. I mean, it is just splendid. You've got these incredible art shapes, and they've prepared a lovely living area, wooden couch, with, by the way, the largest TV we have seen so far in Italy. We did learn what the rate per kilowatt is, hence the reason you see so few large TVs. We dropped down a couple of steps into what is the kitchen, cucina, and dining room area, and so very, very common in Italy to combine both of these. But if you think of how they approach meals communally as a family,
there is two of us
rather
here.
than the meal being prepared, yes, beautiful Maria is on the camera, and he is providing vocals. So there is our gorgeous floating staircase for this evening, the ground floor of the apartment, piano terra is living space, and we are now traversing the steps going up to piano prima, and again just a shot from above of these beautiful floating steps to the two-bedroom apartment Airbnb has rented, which Maria has found. So the first one is a nice large double room. I will tell you by European standards, probably, I say this tongue in cheek when I say twice the size of a normal room, but a good large volume. The apartment comes with 3 living spaces, this being the 4th upstairs, and being the bagno with a skylight and a little blessing, the go away for 4 or 5 weeks, you'll be surprised at how important that little device is. This is the second bedroom, with sheets in Tiffany blue, again a double volume, with just this lovely view out over Assisi. As Maria pans back, again a good sized bedroom, larger than what we see. And then the last room on our tour this evening is the study / gym. So, Maria, being an avid exercise person, will be up tomorrow morning at 6 to enjoy everything this room has to offer, and hopefully I'll be able to enjoy it.
You just need to provide the music with the guitar, okay?
Those familiar with my air guitar moves will be delighted to see that we'll be posting a video with me jumping around on the guitar with no sound, but enjoying it like there is no tomorrow.
I'm ready. One more pizza and that's it. We are stuck in an apartment. Right now, honey, you're okay, but not for long.
One pizza, baby.
One pizza away.
It all goes to hell in a handbag and one pizza. With the door dance complete, we turn to breakfast, croissants and coffee. Next, we stop at a store that sells humorless jewelry. This jewelry is based on designs the cornets in the church and has now been replicated to create these marvelous pieces of jewelry. Humorless visit and breakfast starting to settle nicely. It is time to turn our attention to the Basilica. We walk down the small road to get there. I am completely overwhelmed by the architecture and the craftsmanship, everything that has gone into building this outstanding area. I walk around like a cheshire cat with a silly grin on my face. It's time to head down and go and have a look at the plaza below. Before we actually get to the plaza, we thought it was important to show you what was so breathtaking. The arches, the views that go on forever. The plaza is so inviting. Work is underway to erect the Christmas tree, and that accounts for all the background noise that you'll be hearing shortly.
So, we're in Assisi. We thought it would be busier at this time of the day, but I think because of the time of the year, it's not quite as busy yet. So, lots of names. Hopefully we're not going to butcher all of them. We've come to the Basilica di San Francesco di Assisi. Right now, we're in the Piazza Inferiore di San Francesco. So, just a beautiful, beautiful piazza where we think pilgrims were welcomed over years. Beautiful benches to sit down, architecture to take in. A little bit of construction sound on the back.
With beautiful Maria on the camera, we get a slow pan back across this marvelous courtyard. The cornets on the lower church, the round shapes. On the back, a tower is peeked out from under the arch. We know we're in for a stunning day of architecture. As we move nearer to the churches, you see the entrance that the monks use to go to their quarters. The gates with a sharp point are a great historic reminder not to climb over them. The woodwork at the entrance, again, just takes your breath away. Sadly, we cannot take any video inside the basilicas. Having walked out of the back of the lower basilica, we found ourselves in the stunning, stunning courtyard with a beautiful little well situated right in the center. There is such a sharp contrast in the color of the stones on the ground and the two basilicas, a stretch from a yellow, pink, brown, white, just a gorgeous harmony of stone color. We decide to walk into the courtyard, and straight away your eyes catch the frescoes that are up on the wall. We cannot help but wonder how many people have walked these halls, and just for how many years these halls have been walked. We love the arches. We love the combination of the open stone and the plaster work here, and the colors just seem to blend together so smoothly. Again, whether it is the pink or the yellow, the cobblestones or the upper basilica, everything fits together. Out of the courtyard and into this beautiful museum, Maria finds me at an item that I think is a tapestry or a carpet. It could have been used to decorate an altar. The richness of the gold blended with the red and the autumn colors just make every item literally jump off on this beautiful work of art. This is a large museum filled with so many artifacts. We wanted to dedicate more time to it. We would rather invite you to come out and see all of this for yourself. These hand-carved benches have stood the test of time, and Maria and I just continue to look at these things and think to ourselves that the artisans who created this did this by hand and using hand tools. There was no metal pressing and metal bending automation in those days. Everything that you would see in this magnificent piece of work was done by hand, and not only done by hand, was done by hand hundreds of years ago by Europe's finest craftspeople. Having concluded the time in the museum, we move up. We go through the upper basilica or the superior basilica, and again come out through these beautiful hand-carved wooden doors. Maria and I take a second to adjust to the light. As you move into the square at the top, there is a beautiful, well-kept park. As you get closer, you will see the plants that have been planted spell the word Pax, Latin for peace. In the far back right corner is a very disheveled Saint Francis, returning from the Fourth Crusade, disillusioned and very tired. There's a stunning little restaurant right across the street from there. But even more breathtaking is the view across Umbria and the Assisi Valley. Maria brings us the reverse again, the beautiful ornate cornets that would have been made by hand when this basilica was originally built. Again, the stone color. We love the pink, how it blends with the almost white and yellow stone. The pan goes further to the right and you get a feeling for the city walls. Maria and I make our way up the right-hand side of the garden. We move closer to the statue. We are very keen to see the detail. The town is so well built, the buildings just augment the incredible views.
Look how beautiful is here. How peaceful is here.
One last picture with the statue, and we start to walk. The streets are cobbled and just seem to go on forever. Beautiful gardens, beautiful stonework. Everything fits so well together. It's almost time for a glass of wine, and then we will head out for some dinner at Mandrie. Agriturismo Mandrie is a great place to stay. Their restaurant is farm to table. We specifically wanted to include the menu just so that you can get a feeling of how affordable, outstanding food in Italy can be. Wines by the glass and by the bottle. Fabulous. The views from the restaurant are spellbinding. Time for a nice scrumptious dinner. Le Mandrie, like so many of the Italian restaurants, is very, very pet friendly. We are struck by all the locals who are here. The restaurant really has a very special feeling. Time to settle in and try the local wine here. With an alcohol content of 15.5%, it is quite different. Our starter is a cheese and meat plate with a homemade jam. The main courses we select are a gnocchi and goat, all from their farm, to mouth-watering desserts, round up an otherwise fabulous dinner. And sadly, we must bid a fair adieu this evening to the little dog that kept us company, and to a restaurant we know we will visit many, many more times. A 3-course dinner for a mere €70. We will be back. We leave you with this beautiful sunset over Lake Trasimeno, and so much more footage and episodes to come from our time in Assisi.